Welcome to making a glass button. This is part one of a two-part tutorial. So the first thing we're going to do is have Fireworks open, obviously. Going to go up to the File menu, select New, and we're going to make a canvas, a new document, which is going to be 200 pixels in width, and we're going to put in 200 pixels for our height. We're going to change resolution to 96 to make it a bit sharper, and we're going to keep the canvas color transparent. And when we click OK, we can see there is our canvas. In order to make life easier, come down to the zoom or magnification settings and change it to 200% so you can zoom in a bit. And what we're going to do now, over on the vector section, if you hold down your mouse for 2 seconds and on the shapes tool, the rectangle tool, select the ellipse tool and draw holding down the shift key, a circle which is quite large. Okay, once you've drawn it, go to the pointer tool and center that, so it's use the dotted lines to make sure it's right in the center of the canvas. Okay, and down where it's got the properties, you can see that there should be a transparent stroke color here. So if there isn't, make sure that you can change the outline, the perimeter color, but we want it to be transparent, so make sure you have a red diagonal line going through that. For the color of the button, we're going to choose the third square along. If you hover your mouse over it, it says gradient fill. If you select that, you'll see that you now have two colors. This is called the color ramp. Here on the left arrow, if you select that, we're actually going to type in a custom color where it says hex. We delete the values, leaving the hash sign in, and type in 00 and then 4 nines and press enter. You'll see we have a sort of bluey green color on the top, and if you go to the right hand side there where my mouse is pointing, click on that arrow and we're going to change the hex value there to 00 and then 4 Fs. When we press enter, we can see now, and click again, we can see now we've got a slightly lighter color at the bottom. Okay, so what we're going to do now is make sure you have your button selected here with the pointer tool, as you can see you have. Coming down to filters on the plus sign, come into shadow and glow and select inner glow. We're going to change some of the values here. The 4 there is going to be changed to a distance of 3. We're going to keep our opacity at 65%. We're going to make our softness, instead of 4, we're going to make it 5, and our offset's going to be staying at 0. So if we press enter now, we can see that that inner glow is there. Okay, if you want to edit that, again, you can just select it and double click it and you get the properties. We're going to go back to filters and add a second filter. This one's shadow and glow. We're going to do a drop shadow this time. Again, our distance here, instead of 7, is going to be 3, so we type in 3. Our color is going to be black. Okay, so obviously make sure that that is selected to black. Our opacity this time, we can use the slider, is going to be 50%. You can actually type it in. Our softness is going to be 5 instead of 4, so let's type that in. And our angle is going to stay at 315. If we press enter, we can see that we now have a second filter. So what we want to do is, over here on the right hand side where it says pages, states and layers, make sure we've got layers selected. It says layer 1. If we double click in there, we're going to actually give this a more meaningful name. We're going to call this button BG, which is short for background. If we press enter, we can see it's changed. Now, to stop this layer from being edited, we just want to put a little click in there, which puts a padlock in. It means we can't move around the layer now. And that's part 1 done.